Welcome to Shom Machshava Nadav Perek Chelik, a sponsor Lui Nishbas Aram Be'Yakov Sholem and Leah Bas Yitzchok. We're holding in Sanhedrin Dav Tzadik Beis. The Gemara in the end of Amud Aleph says, Tana Devei Eliyahu, Tzadikim she'osei HaKadosh Baruch Hu la'ach yosom. The tzadikim HaKadosh Baruch Hu can bring back to life. Einam choyzim la'aforim. They're not going to go back to be buried. Now Rashi says an encryptic lashon to explain it. What HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the tzaddik HaKadosh Baruch Hu is atid la'ach yos le'moisa Mashiach. La'achar sheyichyu, after they live, shuv ein choyzim la'aforim. Bein le'moisa Mashiach ben olam habo. They don't go back to dust in the time of Mashiach olam habo. Ela abasar miskayim, the flesh remains, aleihem, on them, at sheshuv yichyu la'silova, until they come back to life and lo silova. What does it mean over here? It's davar teimad lamoid. So here we have another big soid in Inyan Techiyas Hamesim that the Mefarshim explain. And we have two big opinions. What does Rashi come and tell us? The Ridbaz, and its Shuvas and Chelik Beis Simin Taf Lametes, has a whole Shuvah to explain this Rashi. And his explanation is as follows. He says that he was Mekabel from Rabbi Yosef. And that's how it's mentioned in the Ritva, in Maseches Tainis, Maseches Rosh Hashanah, that there's two Techiyas Hamesim. There's a Techiyas Hamesim that will be Limoisa Mashiach. Mashiach comes in the end of days, the tzaddikim will come back to life at that time. There's another Techiyas Hamesim going to Olam Haba, that then most people will come back and will come to the next world. Says the Ridvaz, the Pshat in Rashi is that the tzaddikim that come back to life in Yemoisa Mashiach, they will not die again. They will come back to life only once. There's two Techiyas Hamesim, but not to the same person. Any person who comes back to life once and once only. And that's what the Gemara is saying over here. The tzaddikim, they'll come back to Moisei Mashiach. They will not die again. They will not have to go through Techiyas Hamesim again. So even though Rashi says, Ela basur miskayim aleim, the flesh is on them, doesn't sound like real life, says the Ridvaz, that's what Rashi means to say. Not that they're going to die. The pshat is that even though the world all around them will be destroyed, as the Gemara goes on to explain, they will still have their body intact. They will be flying, which will be living in some kind of a spiritual existence of flying like a bird, but they will not die again. That's how the Ridvaz explains this Rashi. But then Ben Yoyod over here brings in the name of the Sefer Orachamo what he heard from Reb Chaim Vital. And this is all based on the Zohar in Medrash Shanelom, in Parshas Vayera Daf Kuftet Zayin Amud Aleph, and so brings the Leshem in Sefer Hadech like base. He brings the Zohar and explains it the same way. They also say that there is two Techiyas Hamesim. There's Techiyas Hamesim Moisei Mashiach and Techiyas Hamesim Lo'olam Habo. After the first Techiyas Hamesim, there will be a little bit Zikuch HaChomer. The bodies will purify, but not fully. And even the tzaddikim that come back Limoisa Mashiach, in order to get to Olam Haba, they have to die again, have another Techiyas Hamesim. Because every Techiyas Hamesim purifies the body. And the body, the way it is, even when those that come back to life for Limoisa Mashiach, they're still not ready to get to Olam Haba. Because it's two different stages. Limoisa Mashiach is still in this world, just the world which is in a more elevated state. Olam Haba is a new world. It's a new place, a new state. A new level of ruchnis. And in order for the tzaddikim to go for Yemoisa Mashiach to Olam Haba, they have to die again and come back to life. And this is the lashon of Chazal and Sefer HaZohar, that they say when the body comes back to the world, the body has to go and be near Kav again to take out of it all the Zoyhamo Bisho. And then the body will come back to the time of Olam Haba. Says the Ben Yoyodo, that's the pshat here in Rashi. The tzaddikim must die and come back to life, but their body will still be intact. Le'achar sheyichu, says Rashi, shuv ein choyzim la'aforim. They don't go back, they're buried and they decompose. Ela basur miskayim aleim at sheshuv yichyu lo silovoi. They still have their body. The Ben Yoda says it's like someone who faints and comes back to life. It will be a death, but their body won't not decompose. And that's what the Gemara goes on to say, that they're going to be, again, flying like birds, which is some state of a ruchnius, of spirituality, doing that kufa that they have to wait till their body comes back. Ben Yoda says it's going to be only 2 days. So Nimtzeim Ken. though we learned on this sugya that there's two Techiyas Hamesim. There's Techiyas Hamesim Moisa Mashiach, and there's Techiyas Hamesim Lo'ilam Habo. And there's a machlekes, a discussion, and Biur Rashi over here. When the Gemara tells us that tzaddikim, they come back to life, what's going to happen to them in the second time before they go into Olam Habo? According to the Ridvaz, they will not die again. They will stay completely alive. But according to the Ben Yoyada and the Leshem, understanding what the Zohar Medrash the Nelam tells us, they will die again, but their body will not be buried. It's going to be a very temporary death, and they'll come back to life to the full Techiyas Hamesim of Olam Habo. Anyone who wants to join Shomach Shova email list to WhatsApp group, please email shomachshova@gmail.com.